Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your girl Luna here, and I am happy to be here coming in with another mod walkthrough review and showcase. So we have been having a lot of fun getting back into other mods that I have been officially loving and adding to my game. As you guys know, I do a lot of stuff non-mod, non-CC, and just with the growth of myself, I want to tap into a little bit more to show the options, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not doing non-mod and CC stuff. I'm doing a little bit of both worlds, and so I hope you guys can enjoy a little bit of that. So we're coming into a new mod called the Private Practice. When I saw this mod, I was actually really excited to get it. This was created by Sim Realist. You can find them on CurseForge as well as their own Patreon, which I will all link down below so you can check out this mod for yourself. So what you're going to get with Private Practice, you're going to get a little bit more add-on things to take care of your Sim's health. You'll get things like high and low blood pressure. You'll also get the flu, cold, allergies, and they just added heart attacks and bypasses. So what I've realized with this mod is that you can also build your own private practice hospital. So it doesn't work with the hospital that comes with Get to Work. So you can actually have your own and have a little bit more options to actually go physically take your sim there anytime you would like to. So to get these hospitals, they do have a download where it already has pre-built private practice hospitals. But when you get the mod for it, you get all of the options that you would need, and you can just build your own hospital. So I'm going to take our sim in, go get her check, and show you through all the things that you can do, and I will show you the hospital that I have put together with private practice. Alright, so we are going to go in with our sim, and when you have private practice, there's multiple things that you'll be able to get. You're going to get what's called My Health Portal, and every now and then you'll get notifications to the right of your screen telling you, hey, it looks like your sim might be overweight, or it may look like your sim has high blood pressure, and stuff like that. You'll also get notifications down in the corner whether they have been to the doctor or not, and it looks like she already has strep throat. So what we're going to do is anytime you want to check the health of your sim, you're going to go to your phone and you're going to go to home and you're going to click on My Health Portal. So you have the option to view your health report or schedule an appointment. When you view your report, it'll tell you what their health weight is like, how their blood pressure is doing, what they're allergic to, and currently what they have. And then it also has a next checkup due date and how many days that is. And with this option, you'll be able to send your sim to their appointment, or you can go with them and you can actually go through the process of getting a wellness check, which I will show you here in a little bit. So what I really think is kind of fun with this is that you have an allergy list. Every sim is different, and you can see what they're allergic to. My own personal sim self is allergic to everything, which honestly, I did not do that on purpose. I am literally allergic to everything. So Erica here is allergic to cedar, mold, and spruce, and it tells you the medicine that you can go buy to actually help her with her medicine. There are 24-hour allergy medicine, and then there's a pill that you can take every 6 hours. And sometimes there is a little cheat if you shift click on your sim, or you can get rid of their allergies altogether. So it depends on how realism of you want with that, and honestly what you want with your sim. So we're going to go ahead and schedule an appointment. Whoever is in your household, you can click and take them on this appointment. So it'll tell you how much it costs. We don't need an emergency bypass, so we're not going to click on that. You can do a health checkup, or you can do a sick visit if you know your sim is already sick. So if you do the health checkup, it says a full evaluation of your patient's health if you've never had one before. So kind of like a wellness check. And then the sick visit is when you know you're sick. A full diagnosis of what ails you. This should be taken if you experience any sickness symptoms. And it's also going to tell you the price of that sickness. So of course, when you find the sickness and you have it situated, what you're going to do is you're going to click on it, and then whatever hospital you have placed down is the hospital that you're going to currently go to. We already have a private practice hospital, so we're going to click on that, and it's going to tell us our scheduled appointment is going, and it'll be in 30 minutes. All right, so our appointment is ready, and then we can send a loan or join with them, or we can schedule it and cancel it and schedule it for another day. We're going to go ahead and take our sim in so I can show you the process of what you're going to be doing with your private practice mod. All right, so as I said before, this is the hospital that I built. It's not extraordinaire. It was built, honestly, I think I built it rather quickly. The idea and vision that I had in my head and what it came out to be. And so, like, the inside, I could probably do a little bit better. Which, you know me, sometimes I build and I build and I build, and I'm like, yeah, this is fine. But the inside is one that I'm actually pretty happy with. So we're gonna head inside and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. If you want this build, it is in the gallery, and there are a couple other things that are a little bit different with this build than with my other build, and that I currently use is that this one does have stairs and a working elevator. This elevator does actually work. It's a different mod that I'm using to get it to work, but it does come with stairs, and you're not going to get the deco sims unless you have the actual deco sims that I have. But I do like to fill in the lot because there's not really, I don't think I've ever seen any other sims come in here besides the doctors and the nurses, so I wanted to make it look full like an actual hospital, but that was just my custom choosing. So as we walk in, you're going to get these check in and check out things. So you're actually going to click on this one that is the check in, and our sim is going to go ahead and check in, and on the left side it tells you what you need to do to finish the process. If you want to end it early, you can. All right, so we have a couple doctors and everyone coming in, and we're going to go ahead and check in. It says, I sure hope you need to use the bathroom because we are going to need you to pee in a cup for your analysis, and a little bit extra text. So now we're going to go over to the bathroom and we are going to, right there, pee in a cup. So our sim has just peed in a cup, and I may get rid of these tables because I have a thing here, the sample table that they're supposed to put it on, but they keep coming out here and putting it on this table. So after the nurse comes and get our sample, we now have to go check our blood pressure. So we just go over here and check the blood pressure. So pretty much what this does, it literally gives you step by step of where you're going to go and what you're going to do. So it makes it a little bit more fun. It is pretty repetitive. So every time your sim comes for a checkup, it's not going to be any different. So I can see after a while, maybe not coming with my sim because I know what they're going to do. And then the next one is, now we get to go to the exam room and wait for our results. But sometimes you have to click on the bed and it just click on wait for results. But as of right now, like lately, it's actually been very autonomous. I've noticed in the last update, so that's actually really nice that there's not much that you have to do, but it's still doable. So now the nurse is going to come in and give us a talk, and it's going to give us our next steps of what we have to do. The only thing that I've noticed with this is that sometimes our sims get sick a little too often. So I don't know if there is something that we can go through and do to make them not be as sick. Like if they can get a shot. I did notice that sometimes you can give them a flu shot, and then sometimes they just go in and they purposely just take the flu shot. So our next step is going to go take a treadmill test. And so we have a nurse practitioner here. We have a registered nurse. We have another registered nurse and a physician's assistant. I know there is usually a doctor here, which I haven't seen an actual doctor. Yeah, because that's the nurse practitioner. I don't think we actually have a doctor right now. I've noticed that they change every now and then. But yeah, we don't actually have a doctor here. Just all the nurses filling in, and then I have more deco sims. And pretty much none of this stuff really gets used, but I wanted it to look like a real hospital, even though we're using certain rooms. It just gives it that little extraness. And it gives the nurses and doctors that come here something to do while they're at work. So that's my mindset in all of it. You know, they have somewhere to rest. They have somewhere, you know, to go and do things. So now she's going to go ahead and get an x-ray scan. I wish she would just go and ask the nurses that are standing right here to do that. But I do like that, you know, they're using the items that I have put in, especially as they're, you know, in the healthcare. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and get our x-ray. All right, so that was our last step that we had to take in our private practice. So now we're going to go back down to our bed and we're going to wait for our results. All right, so our sickness diagnosis is complete, and it is said in the upper right-hand side that she has the influenza. So the doctor is telling us, thank you for coming. If there are any recommended health notes, it'll be in my health portal. So anytime that you need to check on your self-health, we're going to go back to that portal, even if you missed the memo that kind of popped up. And so it's telling us that we now need to go check out. So if you missed to check out, it's actually going to be added to your house bill funds. So kind of like pretty much if you don't have a copay at the time and you're going to get a bill later. So even if you forget to check out, it's not going to be automatically taken out. It's just going to be added into your additional house bills. So, like I said, it tells us in the right-hand side, and it says we can go to My Health Portal, and then we can view health report, and, you know, it's still telling us our healthy weight. It's still telling us our blood pressure is good, and we are getting the verification that we do have the flu, and so it's showing us right here that they prescribed the private practice of Connex cold and flu. So, before we check out, we're actually going to go ahead and go purchase our medicine, and so you're going to go to this little kiosk over here, and it's click simple as that, purchase meds. So it does come with a range of different meds. The meds that normally come with the game are in here: low and high blood pressure. This is a private practice medicine, and you get a couple other private practice medicines, the allergy medicine, but this is the Connex cold and flu, what we will need, and then we're just going to go ahead and buy that, and it automatically goes into our inventory where we can click on it, and then we can take Connex. So we've taken our medicine, and it says Erica has taken the medicine and has successfully combated her cold. Sometimes it works that fast, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. All right, and oh, we did have another sim come in here. That's the first time I've seen another random sim walk in here. And then we're going to go ahead and go to our checkout. So we already checked in, and we have to go to the other one. Now, when you find these in your buy build mode, they are separate. They're not the same thing. And we're going to do checkout, and it's telling us how much simoleons. You can kind of tell the difference because this kind of looks like it has a debit card scanner, and then this one doesn't. So that's kind of the difference. You can tell the two apart. And it looks like we did get a doctor end up showing up. One thing that you want to do when you're building your hospital, or even if you place one down, you want to make sure that this hospital is a generic lot or it will not work. It needs to be generic, and you need to give it the private practice trait. Now, sometimes what I've noticed when I've put down a build of the private practice is that I'll set it down as generic, but when I go to visit it, I'll get a message saying this isn't a private practice slot, you need to set it to generic. Just go into your build mode, set it to generic, hit save, and then it'll save. So we have it set to generic, and then we have private practice, and then you can set your lot traits however you like from there. Just please make sure it's on private practice and make sure that it is a generic trait. All right, so Miss Erica is going to go check out now. She already has her medicine, and what I've noticed is when you have the medicine, even when you take it one time, it's like you never don't have it. I've never seen it empty. I've only had to buy it one time, but I don't know how long you can take it. And also, if you have other family members in your house, you can take it out of your inventory, put it on a table, and then they can come and take it. I had some of my kids that had allergies, and so I kept the allergy medicine on my adult sim, and then I would just put it on the table, and then the kids would go over and take it. So it's very nice to have it when you have a family that's sick, instead of buying, allergy pills all the time, buying the cold and flu pills all the time. If someone's sick, you don't have to buy the medicine. It's optional. It's not forced upon you if you know a sim that already has it. All right, well, that was our showcase of private practice. As I told you, I will link everything down below if you want to check out private practice. How is a way that you like using private practice, or what do you dislike about it? I think it's really fun, and it gives it a little bit more interaction. The only thing that I don't like is that Sims have spread a lot of germs very quickly. I know I had at one point that like every sim in my entire save was sick. It was like COVID all over again in my Sims game. But other than that, I'm hoping there's a way you can maybe turn off some of the notifications. It's like, it seems like every sim always has high blood pressure, but I've never really gone through and done the blood pressure thing because there's medicine that you can take for high and low blood pressure. So that's something extra I think I'm going to go ahead and look into from there. But yeah, this is a really fun one. And I'm interested to find other mods to use to make my gameplay a little bit more extra, a little bit more real life. But I also like the option of, having that go-to hospital that makes it a little bit more fun and creative, especially if you're a builder. So definitely check out my links down below. I do stream over on TikTok Live and make other content and other social media platforms. So I would love for you to check them out, subscribe, thumbs up, and hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. And just keep simming. So this is Luna, Galaxy out.